Hey, what's up everybody? Mike Lovelace with Lovey's Fat Life. We've got the bull right here, the Recteq bull, the RT700, fired up. We just did some burnt ends. You gotta check that video out. Those things were incredible. Those are chuck roast burnt ends. But now we're gonna double smoke a ham. This is Christmas Eve. We're having our Christmas tonight. So we're gonna double smoke this ham. And also I've got a orange bourbon marmalade glaze we're gonna put on top of this at the very end. If you guys want to stick around and check that out, I'll have the recipe at the end of the video. But we're going to double smoke a ham. It's already been smoked once with hickory. We're going to put it on the Recteq here, the ultimate blend. Smoke it for about 4 or 5 hours, put a glaze on it for another hour, see how that thing turns out. So hang with us, like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Again, Lovey's Fat Life. Lovey's my nickname, fat, food and travel. And this is the life we like to live. So again, thank you guys and come with us on this trip. Thank you. All right, so on these pre-smoked hams, all you got to do is take a pair of scissors or a knife and open this up. I always spray the pan to help on taking it in and out. On the bottom one of these, though, you do have a little plastic piece. Definitely get that out. You don't want it melted. Then it's ready to go on the smoker. So we have our bull, the RT700, already preheated to 275 degrees. That's what we're going to smoke this at. If you want a little bit more smoke, lower the temperature on it down to 225 or 250. Depends on your pellet grill or your smoker on how much smoke you want to add to it. This one we ran at 275 on our RT700. Turned out great. Took about 3.5 to 4 hours to hit 150 degrees internal temp. All right, it's burned at 275. Started out 45 degrees, so it's only came up 10 degrees an hour, so hopefully it'll start creeping up here. It wasn't a very cold refrigerator, probably should have left it out. We're just reheating it, so I mean, it really doesn't matter. I still like to get between 100 and 135 though before we take it. All right, it's starting to brown up on the outside and starting to look nice and pretty after 1 hour. All right, for this orange bourbon glaze, we're going to put 1 cup of orange marmalade preserves, 3/4 cup of bourbon, 1/2 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, pinch of cinnamon, 1/4 cup of orange juice, 1/2 cup of your favorite barbecue rub. Make sure whatever that is, if it has a lot of heat, your sauce is your glaze is going to have a lot of heat. And 1/2 cup of brown sugar. If you don't like all that sugar in it, you could probably cut out the 1/2 cup of brown sugar and the orange juice actually. I liked it in this. I thought it was excellent. Here we're mixing it all up. You can put it on about medium heat. Once we put everything in here, we're going to stir it real good, bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, it'll start rising, and but you want to boil it for about a minute, and you're constantly stirring it. And once that starts boiling pretty good and wanting to go over the top, then cut the heat off completely and just keep stirring it, and eventually just set it over to the side. You'll want to pour this into another container or take this pot and put it in your refrigerator, because you want this to thicken back up before we pour it on top of the ham. So at this point, we have smoked this for about 4 hours. The internal temp was about 150. Really, you're just reheating it up, so anything above 135 or really nothing is fine. But we heated this back up. This glaze now, once it's in a fridge, we did this at the very beginning as soon as we put it on the smoker. So the glaze had cooled back down and had congealed, and it was nice and thick. But you want to put it all over and brush it on this ham. Put it back on for about another hour. All right, so this is our finished product. Man, this thing turned out awesome. This double smoked orange bourbon glaze ham was just so awesome. We put this back on between 30 minutes and an hour. You want to watch that. Again, we were at 275 heat, so it wouldn't burn too much. Nice little crispy bark on the outside of this. So again, try this recipe out. I'm going to have the recipe right now for you to be able to make this glaze. I'm also going to cut a separate video down the road with just the glaze only on it. But try this holiday ham out, a double smoked orange marmalade glaze ham is awesome. Again, the key to this is your barbecue rub that you put back in there. You don't have to put barbecue rub back in. We like it. It did add a little bit of heat with the type we used. But again, check us out. Thanks. Like and subscribe to our channel if you like what we're doing for more smoking meat and travel videos. Thank you. All right, so you can pause this to get the recipe. Also, we've added a few playlists and a subscribe button here at the very end. Again, the playlist is for food, travel, restaurant reviews, and also cruises we've been on. Thank you guys again.